So strength on the mat today, everybody's favorite. I do have a band. You don't have to use a band. There are just some exercises that will increase the tension in your hips, obviously. We're gonna do a whole series on the floor with bridges and some pressing out. So this may be really handy for that. So if you need to get it out, do that. And I do have a chair because we have a push-up series. Ocean's joining us today. Are you ready? Let's do it. Down and up. Just a full-on down and a full-on up. And every time you do it, get a little bit more focused on what you're doing, a little bit more focused on pushing through your feet. There she is. A little more focus on stretching your fingers, opening up your chest, lifting up from the top of your hip bones, pushing down and lifting up at the same time. So we're creating a lot more movement in the shoulders, movement in the knees. 2 more times. And then we're gonna go down and hold the down. So we're gonna hold right here. Something we're gonna do a little bit later. But while you're here, so you just get where you go, right? You're like, your body will stop you at a certain point, and then be intentional. Push your knees out, push your hips back further than they were. And as a matter of fact, I want you to push your hips so far back that you are reaching your hands towards the ground. You don't have to touch the ground, but if you get there, that's fine. Just lengthening your spine, and then bring your hands back up, lift your chest back up, stand back up. Yeah? Take it down. So when we do this hold, we actually create, it's an isometric contraction, meaning we're not moving. Push your hips back, press into your heels. Feel where your glutes are. Feel where your quads are. Like, press down to feel contraction here. Reach yourself forward, which is gonna create a little more tension on the glutes. Hold it, pull your abs in, lengthen your spine. Come back, stand up. Shake it out. One more time. Take it down. Hold it down. Change is already happening in the best way. Push your knees out, push your hips back, reach your hands forward, sort of towards the ground. You can touch the ground, lengthen your spine, draw your abs in, lift up into your spine from your core, and then lift your chest, stand it up. Down and up 10 times. Right around 10 times. Take it down, press down, lift up. So you're creating resistance. You're pressing down, squeezing your muscles. The goal is to engage your muscles. Yes. 4, breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna do a low step. Just keep it low. I want you to just feel your legs. Feel what's happening in the legs. And now I want to add some arm movement. So this step becomes almost a single leg move, right? And see if you can get a little bit lower. Can you move yourself from like a deeper position, bigger range of motion? Right? And so the range being how low you can go, because we know how high you can go, it's just how high you go. I mean, let me know if you figure out how to go higher, because I wouldn't mind that. Almost there, a couple more, and stand up. Whenever I walk around a little bit, just move your legs, you know, stand on a stool or something, and I'm like, wow, people who are this tall get to see this. It's so cool. What must life be like? Guess what? We're gonna lean into the beginning of a half moon, the beginning of a hinge forward, the beginning of tipping forward. We're just gonna practice a little stability before we get into everything else. So plant your foot, just lean into it. And so you're stable on one side. Of course you could put your hand on something. Take your back leg, push the heel out as far as it'll go. So extend that leg as far as you can, press down into the floor, And now lift that back leg up as high as it will go. And now rotate your hips open. Again, do you want to hold on? You can, but don't lose that top leg. Don't lose it. Come back to it. Push it out again. Press down into your standing leg. Yes. Open up a little bit more. Open up a little bit more. And then stand up. My stand up was terrible. I'm going to do that again. Yeah, how did you do? Did you control the stand? That's always a goal. Same exact side, same exact thing. Get to the point where you just ended, right? So you're going to plant yourself. You're going to open it up. Your knee stays over the foot. So if your knee wants to cave in, check it. Use something to stabilize you so you can get your legs where you want them. Push your back foot out. Open it. Now, zipper up from your core, right along the spine. Push down into your standing leg and slowly stand up. There's a little bit of like body weight shifting that has to happen. One more time, third round. Take it down, find your spot. And if you go fast, you're more likely to get into a weird spot that you can't hold. If you go slow, you practice engaging. So push that top leg out, lift that top leg up, open your hips up so you're getting to that position. Top arm can be wherever you want it. I just happen to have mine on my hip. Hold it, 3, 2, and then stand up. Now, I don't know about you, but I really felt that in my core and in my standing hip. Yes? So plant, other side. Just see, like you're just going part way. So we're working our way into this on purpose. We're trying to wake stuff up, just part way. Top leg though, it's got to push out. Like really push that out. Thank you, tree. Push that top leg out. Now lift that top leg up and then start peeling your hip open. So your hips are now, like your hip bones are more lasers pointing towards the wall than to the floor. Yes, press into it. And then slowly stand up. 1 out of 3. So that one, we're just growing the motion. And how we're growing the motion is by creating more neural input to your muscles so you have more muscles figuring out what to do so they can stabilize you. Now, we're moving into where you ended, right? Wherever you want your hands, the top hand can be open if you want to, lift it up. Do it how you want. What feels good to you? What feels like how you want to express yourself right now in this moment. Lift that top leg, push that top leg out. Find your core, zipper up through your center. 3, 2, and slowly press down through your leg and stand up. Yeah, you're like playing with this right here. What an amazing way to wake up your stability. So last one, tip into it, get right into the position that you want to be in, that you want to end in, right? So push that top leg up, push that top leg out, zipper up through your core, activate that. Yes, stay where you are, stay where you are, hold it and breathe. Yes, open it up, 3, 2, and then stand it up. Yeah. If you had no challenge there, if it was just like, no problem, how could you make it bigger? How could you make it more interesting and more challenging? So we'll come back to that one, but first, we're gonna do our squat series. You can do this. I'm gonna do the first set, no band. You know, I'm gonna support you in not having a band on. If you like a band for the first set, put it on. It's gonna go above your knees. 30 seconds, squat down and up, pushing out with the knees, band or no band. 30 seconds, bottom part, pulses. 30 seconds, 1.5s. You've got 8 seconds to get excited about this. Draw your abs in, lift your chest up, put a smile on your face. Let's go. Take it down, press down, lift up. So you can have a band on your legs, creating more tension and more resistance on the outside edges of your legs. into your hips, or you can create that yourself. Can you push the knees out, lift your chest up, and play with your range of motion? How far down do you usually go? Could you go an extra inch? Couple more. 3, 2, now down at the bottom, just small. At the bottom, it's not bouncing. I hesitate to say the word pulse because it's very stop, 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 stop. It's small, but we're not like speed bouncing. Pull your abs in. Can you push your abs towards your spine? Just small. Keeping at that bottom edge. 3, 2, and 1. Now come all the way up, all the way down, halfway up. So 1.5. Down, halfway, down, press down all the way up. Down, halfway, press down all the way up. Where are you pressing through your feet? Hey, gosh. Heels, balls of the feet. In 3, 2, I'm going one more. It's a long second. And 1, shake it out, walk it off. We're going back to that half moon one more time. Yes? Plant. Find your way there. So you could have, if you have a block, you could use that. Do you want to open up with the arm? You go where you want to go. What feels like a challenge and an opening. So we're creating strength and stability from that standing leg, strength and stability from your core, so you can create bigger motion everywhere else. In 3, 2, and 1. Now, the standing up, it's all about where you're placing your body weight and how you're engaging your leg and your core to stabilize your body through the standing up. That's how you create the possibility of standing up slowly with stability. Can you pull your abs in more? Can you open your chest up more? Can you create a bigger range of motion? Can you feel it in that standing leg? So you choose how much you bend that standing knee. You could be straight all the way. I always like a little bend in the knee. Open it up, reach it out. 3, 2, and slow. Slow. Your mind has to be on the process. Awesome job. Second round, squats. I'm using the band. So if you want to do it the exact same way we just did it, do it that way. If you are like, wow, I really wish I weighed more, pick up some weights. It's the best kind of weight to add. You just set it down and it's over. Okay, now I have more tension to press out on. Are you ready? 30 seconds. You've got 5 seconds to think about it. Push into your heels, zipper up from your core. Let's go. Down and up. So you choose your intention. You choose how you're pressing out into that band. You're choosing how you're creating the tension in your feet and the center line. Press out. Yes. Still breathing. Not so bad, right? It's perfect. Now all the way down, hold it. Small. Keep pressing out. Keep pushing those knees out, down, a little bit up, pushing through your heels. You want to feel your legs. Like if you know exactly where your legs are right now, maybe you wish you knew it a little less, you're perfect. Hang on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up, down and halfway up, down, halfway, down, press it all the way up. Are your legs warm? Yes, so good. Down, halfway, chest is up, shoulders are back. Halfway, all the way. Down, halfway, all the way. We have time for one more. And all the way up. Shake it out a little bit. I'm keeping the band on. Yes, do you want water? I want water. Because you and I did not actually wake up hydrated, especially at this time of year when it gets colder out and heat turns on. Okay. Whew. Here's where we're going. Out. 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 Yeah? I know. Just that one. You ready? Drop it down. Push your butt back. Bring your shoulder blades back. Let's go. Out, out, in, other side. So it's a little tap. Yes. So we're working both sides here. 30 seconds per side, which means 60 seconds total. Now, can you play with how low you go? And I want to do a little turn out with the foot. So play with that. See how it feels different. You know, use this as an experiment. Like, what does it feel like if I have my foot straight? Does it feel any different? You see. What happens if you put your hands up like, I don't know, to your shoulder blades? Right? You've got 7 seconds. You got this. Woo. If you need to, stand up, bring it back down. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, I know. Now, just to counter that a little bit, not the full half moon, but just a small hinge. It's going to be a small range of motion. I want the tension on the hips. It's down and up. Isn't it so brilliant that we practice that half moon so you have more things firing to stabilize yourself? See how you can go. Like if you need to hold on, but just see, do you need to hold on? All right, 30 seconds. In 3, same leg repeats. 2, let's go. It's small. We're not going down to touch the ground. We're going down to create tension. Yes? So as you lift this leg up, create the tension. You're going to be pulling a little bit out, a little bit of abduction taking away, top leg. Breathing. One more. And switch sides. Do you feel the work in the standing leg to create stability? I'll go this way. Me an ocean. All right. You ready? Let's go. That little hinge, little taking away. Pull your abs in. She's just so little. How are you pressing through your feet? Right? Are you pushing that heel down? I guess you only have one foot to press through on this one. Drive into that heel. Zipper up from your core. So you're constantly pulling in. 3, 2, and 1. You're constantly pulling in from your abs so much that it's like you're trying to almost scoop your abs in. So you're not letting the back kind of get sloppy. You ready? Out, out, in. We're doing it again. Drop it down. Lift your chest up, pull your abs in. Let's go. Out, in. Now that you've done this already, do your hips feel different? Do they feel like more is happening? Do they feel happier to be doing this? They feel more prepared. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Can you sit down lower? Out. And then what if you anchor in a little bit more from the sides of your ribs down so your core is really stable and you're breathing. That's a thing, right? Woo, 15 seconds. You've got this. Out, out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little fire. Shake it out. Right into it. Little mini tip forward. Let's go. So it's out and up. Now you're going to choose your speed, but you're still intentional, right? I mean, we know this by now. You've got to create that tension externally, right? Like pushing out. So that standing leg has to also push out. It has to respond to that. Breathing. Oh, I just gave you extra. All right, switch sides. It was just so good. It was like, did you feel that in your hips and in your core? You ready? Let's go. Little tip forward, pushing out, zipper up, stand back up. Just dealing with the tension that you are creating that's throwing you off balance. And you're coming right back to your center, creating tension in your hips, tension in your core. You're gonna be so adept at stabilizing. So good. 3, 2, and 1. How do you feel? Good? Let's take this off. We're doing a push-up series next. Just giving your legs a minute. Let's walk it off a sec. We move around. A lot of tension in the legs, so take a second to stretch them out, move them. And then we have a similar format for the push-ups, and I want to invite you to honor where you are and what you need. How high of a surface do you want to do push-ups on? We're going to do 30 seconds of push-ups. Then we're going to do a 30-second hold, and here I want to give you the option of holding low or of holding high, right? You choose. You could do 15 seconds of each if you want, and then we're going to go down halfway, down all the way. This could be entertaining. You're not here to hurt yourself. You're here to push yourself, but you know your edge. So anytime you need to pause and stop, this is going to be challenging. So just be ready for that. Like, who doesn't love a good challenge? Okay, here we go. Just think how strong you are. Now, on this particular lineup for myself, if you have your hands close like I do, it's going to be a bit more triceps involved. Zipper up your core. Here we go. Down, just a push up. Down and up. Find your center. Breathe. You go at your own pace. Is your head lifted? You want as much neutral alignment with your spine as you can get. So lift your head up. I see a lot of people when I'm live, I don't see you right now doing it, with their head dropping way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take it down. If you want to try down, you just want to be sure that your body's on top of your hands so you're not dumping into your shoulders. Squeeze your abs up and in. Just keep breathing, and you're just holding. Holding. Strengthen your arms. Almost there. 5, 4, I'm not sure I can get back up. 2, use your abs and come up. Here we go. down, halfway up. See what you've got. Down, halfway, down, all the way. Can you use your core more? Now, you, of course, could just hold at the top. That would be an option. That still work. Pull it up. So you're not just pushing, you're lifting from your core. Lift yourself up. You're almost there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. How'd you do? Are you okay? You're so strong. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water. Shake your arms out. I know. Don't even think about it. We're going to do it again, but we're not going to do it again right away. Yeah, don't worry. You've got, she's back. You've got 2 full minutes of sidestepping with your band or without your band, you choose. I'm just going to scooch the chair out of the way a little bit. This is going to be a lot of work for your glute medius, which is a muscle we really want to activate to make your life better. I'm going to go 2 steps and 2 steps. If you have tons of space and you'd rather go longer, that's fine. All right, you ready? Drop it down, lift your chest. You're leading with the heel, push your butt back. Let's go. 1, 2. See how you have ocean, lots of space. 1, 2. Now again, hands are up. It lifts your chest into a better place, and if you're down here, that'll feel completely different, by the way, on your glutes. Now draw your core in, step. And again, you're choosing how low, so you could play with it. What's different if I come up here? Where do I feel it? Yeah. Be your own experiment. Step. Ah, you got this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Shake it out. 10 seconds. We're going to go again. Yeah. I didn't want it to get messy. I want it to just stay good. Drop down. Let's go. Step. Step. So when you give yourself just a little bit of recovery, just enough to go again. I think that's a really tricky thing in life, to figure out how much recovery is the right amount. You know, like you take the right amount of a nap, it's perfect. If you nap for too long, it's like big bummer. It's hard to re-enter. Same thing. We want to recover just enough, but not too much. Yes. Push your butt back. Start focusing on your form. This is where you really have to. Hips back, chest up, abs in. You're almost there. 10 seconds. You've got this. Woo! Yeah? Legs. 3, 2, and 1. Take the band off. Push-ups sound pretty good right about now, don't they? Yeah. Man, a little shaky in the legs. Okay, so here's the thing. The second set is different than the first set. You have more happening now. You're not starting where you ended the last one. You've recovered by now. So that said, honor where you are. If you need to pause, if you need to take a break and come back to it, do that. If you need to hold at the top instead of the bottom, do that. Okay, are you ready? You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Just push-ups, down and up. Own your strength. Breathe. Knee push-ups are great here. Right? So many options. All right, are you ready? Hold. So one option is here. You want to be sure you're on top of the hands, especially if you hold at the bottom. You want to be on top of the hands, not do anything weird. Slide your shoulder blades down. Breathe, use your core, lift up. And if you need to go to the top for a little bit, go to the top for a little bit. You can bring it back down. All right, do what you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Take it down, halfway up, and then all the way up. So it's halfway up, back down, and then all the way up. And you're going at your pace. Yes? I know. You have time for about 2 more. Breathe. Do you feel yourself using your core? Finish up the one you're on. Oh, was that hard? That was hard. That was good. All right. Everybody gets water. I am warm now. We're going to take it down to the mat. I know, good news. It sounds like good news to do work on your hips again instead of your shoulders. So on your mat, bring your band with you. We're going to do some stuff with bridges in different formats. All right, so find your way down there, lay back. We don't want to take forever getting down here, but I want to give you time to get where you need to be. So you've got your band on above the knees. Feet are kind of wider than hip width apart. Toes slightly pointed out. Kind of the exact same position we were in standing. You're going to come to the top and we're going to press out and then release in. You don't have to come all the way in, but come out and then in. All right, 30 seconds of out and in, and then we're going to hold it out and go up and down. Just those two. You ready? Let's go. Out, in. So as you're doing this, see if you can lift yourself a little bit higher. And I always like to I use my hands as a guide for where my hips are. My hips tend to one of them wants to dip down. What happens for you? You've got to pay attention or it's all just going to be willy-nilly whatever instead of creating what you want. Now, hold on the out and we're just going to go down and up. So I probably don't have to tell you where you feel this, but check your feet. Like it's easy for the feet to sort of slide forward. Keep those knees pressing out. You got this. You only have 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Set the hips down. With the band on, bring the legs up. So this feels kind of nice, like you're just pushing your legs out into the band. So they're holding themselves up. And then we're gonna use the core to do this one, but keep the tension wide. Here we go. Abs in and up. So here, you have to focus on squeezing your abs, right? So it's like you're trying to compress everything to your center. Think about what I just said. Like you're compressing to your center. Are you breathing? I want you to practice breathing and on that exhale, squeezing your center in. Yes, 3, 2, and 1. set it down. Rest for a second. Bring your knees together for that rest. So we're doing the opposite of the pressing out. And again, we're finding the magic rest time. You ready? Don't answer that, just go. Lift up and press out. Press out. Press out. So drive your heels down a little bit further. And you can have your hands on the floor. You absolutely do not have to have your hands up here. Your hands could definitely be on the floor, but you've got to be pushing down as you're pressing out. So you're just creating all kinds of tension back here. Yes? Three, two, hold the tension out, down and up, down and up. So again, right in the hips, in the glutes, and that abduction. Are you breathing? In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're gonna set the hips down, lift the knees up. Here we go. Take it down, lift it up. Now you could extend your legs more. Good timing. And that would create a longer lever, so a little more tension. But we're already creating tension because we're creating tension in your hips. So your abs have to respond to help stabilize the hips. Again, on this one, exhale, squeeze in. Exhale, squeeze in. So the exhale is best as you're coming up. Yes? 3, 2, that time was so incorrect. That's okay. Shake it out. We're gonna flip over, get excited, because we're gonna go to glute raises, which means that we're going straight up instead of out. We've done a whole lot of out. Now we're gonna go straight up. So elbows, knees, single leg, just this lift and lower, 30 seconds each side. You ready? Let's go. Lift. So again on this one, as always, drawing your abs in, kind of fighting the urge to let the lower back drop. Just pushing that heel up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, set it down, other side. Just lift and go. How are you doing? Lift it up there. So now we're working glute max. Lift it up there. We're also creating the possibility for extension across the hip bone. When we activate the glutes like this, you create more length on the front side. That's really important so you're not all bunched up. It's true. 3, 2, one more time each side. Here we go. Lift it up. Yes? Now check your neck. See if you can get it neutral. Can you get your shoulder blades in a comfortable position on your back? Breathing as you lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. You are almost there. Lift it up. Keep breathing. That's so important. Keep pulling your abs in. Also important. See how high that leg can go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it back over. Now, let's take the band off for these. We're gonna do some leg drops. Yep, with some overhead. And then you're done. So have no fear, you're almost there. But I just want a little bit more ab work. So hands back here, hips are gonna lift up. So that little hip lift, let's just practice that. Hands back here, try it with your fingertips behind your head. Can you lift your hips? So do a couple of them, little lift, hold, and see how you do. Can you lift, hold? Can you put the brakes on and hold at the top? So here's what we're gonna go, where we're gonna go with it. Lift, pause, down, extend. Up, pause, down. So it can be a split second pause, but I want you to force the hold instead of just the swing. Make sense? Full minute. Let's go. Pause and then down. Now remember, at the bottom is where you're gonna really squeeze in, compress. So when your feet touch the ground and you start to pull them back up, can you start from the top of your abs, like where your ribs, where you notice your ribs, not way down here ribs, but up here ribs, like diaphragm. Can you squeeze in from that place? And then lift, and then keep the squeeze enough that your lower back is not popping up off the mat at the bottom of this motion. Bend your knees as much as you need to. You've got 8 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up, foot to foot, 30 seconds. Let's go. Heel to heel. So it's just a place to reach for, right? It doesn't matter. You could have your heels way out here and not make it. You could have your heels way back. The motion is all from above the hips to the ribs, right? And a little bit of torso rotation is great. Everything is about squeezing in. We're practicing stabilizing the spine as we move it side to side. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, hands back. Let's go, last round, lift and down. So if you need a second, take a second, squeeze your abs in and down, squeeze in, breathe. Girl, you're kind of in the way. Yeah, come up here, that's better. How are you doing? Are you breathing? Is it you and your abs? Are they getting a little bit, mine are getting a little low. The lift is a little low, that's okay. Still using them, yes? Almost there. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Side to side. 30 seconds. Here we go. Side to side. Sorry, Osha. I'm coming in. Are you breathing? Are you focusing on the place where you're actually trying to create strength? It's less about where your hand goes. It's about what's happening up here that's pushing your hand toward your foot. Right? You've got 15 seconds and then you're done. Like you're done with your entire workout. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees to one side, extend the arm back. So when we keep going, when we create more, right? We did hips, and then we did hips again, and then we did hips again, then we did shoulders, then we did hips again, other side. That's how we created overload today. More sets and more reps Different motions, but a similar pattern of movement. So your body had to do things that required similar muscles, but slightly different stability, slightly different patterns of movement. So bring your knees to your chest. You're doing the lifts with the pushing out in a bridge form, different than standing and pushing out, right? We don't need to hold the stability in our spine as much because the floor has us. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Rock yourself forward and stand up. Breathe in as you stand. Know that you just created a different physiology, a different strength, a different place to move from as you go through your day, a stronger center and more stability. That translates to your life. Awesome job.